This is Let's Make Movies, the channel dedicated to sharing the tips and tricks to making your video productions or films just a little bit better. Today, I'm going to be going over restarting or starting a YouTube channel, and basically the tips and process that I'm going through now that I am going back and trying to take a channel on filmmaking a little bit more seriously. I'm going to share my strategy for getting views right from the beginning without being sort of spammy with your comments, and getting people to watch and engage with your videos from the very beginning. I'm going to take you over to my YouTube channel and let's get started. Here is my YouTube channel, Let's Make Movies. The day is March 19th, 2020. I am currently at now 21 subscribers, and as you can see, this is very brand new. I have 3 videos uploaded. 1, 2, 3. My small short film that got me out of a creative slump did very well and got 100 views with, actually in the beginning I had less than 10 subscribers, and mainly they were just like friends and family and people from like legacy sort of projects, that sort of thing. When you're thinking about starting or restarting a YouTube channel, there are 3 main points that you need to really focus on and flesh out before you get too deep into your YouTube journey and it comes out a little unfocused, okay? So tip 1 is having a very good idea of what you want to do. Me, Let's Make Movies. I want to make movies. All of my projects, all of my interactions are kind of always going to be centered around filmmaking, video production, and just sharing a love for film and movies. Some would say that could be my niche, but I think I'm going to go a step further, and after you have a good solid idea of what your YouTube channel is going to be on, and that is finding a good, small, narrow niche to point your videos towards. I am going to be focusing on primarily open source or free filmmaking software and very low budget, very efficient filmmaking techniques. Not trying to build out a full filmmaking production company just yet, but mainly this channel is about just getting started, sharing the tips and tricks on getting your first few projects off the ground. I would say my niche is more on the super ultra low budget and open source side of projects. The 3 main points are idea, niche down, and then branding. So if we come over here and we look at my YouTube channel, Let's Make Movies Together, I have very concise branding. So this little picture here, if we view the image, is just a square. I put Kodak film. In fact, the lettering isn't white. It is a opposite of this purple color here. And in fact, if you go and if you look at color science and stuff like that, if you can find opposites of colors, they contrast each other very well and will catch people's eyes, and it'll be more pleasing and more beautiful to the eye. This banner here is just a gradient. Here is the actual background to my computer and my system. This is a typewriter, meaning the pre-production system. The middle is the production system. You got the lights, the cameras, the microphones, that sort of thing. And then the last is a quick snapshot of DaVinci Resolve, meaning the post-production cycle of filmmaking. On my channel, you can tell, okay, it has something to do with film and film strips and the production cycle. So my branding is very concise across everything. If we go over here to my videos, all of my thumbnails, other than my short films and my cinema, my actual artistic projects are always going to be a little bit different. You can see that everything is also film strips, just like my channel logo. These are actually new thumbnails that I remade. In the beginning, I actually wasn't making thumbnails. I knew that there was always there. I was in marketing and I know the importance of image. But everything now is super vibrant. I'm trying to make it very red, very poppy. It doesn't always have to be red. With this last thumbnail, I experimented with an RGB split, very, very subtle, but I'm trying to find something a little bit more visually entertaining than just finding screenshots of each video and putting a filter over it, basically. So after you have, a good image together and you have a good channel name together that's pretty concise and can kind of tell people what your project is going to be about, it's important to understand and use the tools that are available to you. There's a lot of research capability inside of the YouTube Analytic tool. So if we go down to my videos, you can tell none of them are restricted, all of them are public except for one, which is an old legacy video that I just have private for now. But views are pretty consistent across the board, like before, below 50, afterwards getting pretty close, other than my how to edit video, which was fairly long. I knew it wasn't going to get as many views as my last two just because it's not shareable. But if we investigate and go into here, so now you have a channel, now you're trying to decide on what to make videos about. I use a few different tools for this. Let's look at a video over here. We're going to look at how to make videos alone, a very recent video that I did on how I made Solvay. And so I knew I wanted to do a behind the scenes sort of how I made my last video production and make that a little bit more discoverable, a little bit more searchable. So over here in the search bar, I'll literally look up the title that I was thinking of, right? So the title of this one is How to Make YouTube Videos Alone. So how to make YouTube videos alone. And then I have a second title, basically another sort of search term that I can target, how to get out of a creative slump, which is what I was actually experiencing. It's a little bit of clickbait, but the video I hope delivers. Come over here, I use the tool TubeBuddy, and so I show the keywords and it shows scores. So basically, the keyword search is, the volume is in orange, which it doesn't mean that it gets too much volume, and it doesn't, and then competition means that not too many people actually create videos for this sort of how to make YouTube videos alone. So if we look here on the very first page, my video at 52 views shows up right away. And I got this by doing SEO optimization. And so basically, YouTube's a search engine. So what you want to do is make sure that the stuff that you're wanting to rank for, the how to make videos alone, comes up in the audio of your video and the description of your video probably multiple times. So if you can see, look into my description, I said, if you want to know how to make videos alone or get out of a creative slump. So typically the very first words in my description are the title of my video. Another trick that I'm using to help create a network of all my videos is I'm linking to other videos through my collection, and then on those videos they're all linking to this video as well. My description is nice and long. I am targeting certain hashtags, make video alone, creative slump, that sort of thing. So if we go back, and this video was made for Solvay, if I go to Solvay, the video that I have the most views on, right away I have how to make videos alone. Basically what I did to make Solvay. Basically, I'm targeting the search engine, and then I am creating a linked library of all of my videos from video to video. That way they're calling back and they're calling forward, and I'm going to touch my description of every single video almost every time I upload a new video. And what this does is it tells Google, hey, this video is important. Let's show it, let's push it forward, especially when it's very, very new, because it's already going to be pushed. It's already going to be discoverable if people are searching for it. If you got your titles down, your description down, your thumbnail down, and you're using SEO techniques, the final thing that I really do to try and get some views and some community growing is I'm going out and joining other people's communities right away. And what I'm doing is I am providing advice and comments and answering their questions and really making comments about the video that they're making, rather than just awesome video, guys, great video. You see those comments all the time. That's not going to get you noticed. But if you're pushing if you're putting actual effort into every single comment that you're doing, it's going to help increase your visibility. People are going to read your comment, people are going to click on your YouTube channel, and then they're gonna be like, hey, this dude actually makes stuff, let's check him out. And if hopefully I'm creating good enough stuff and they're interested in the topic that my channel is about, filmmaking, they'll subscribe. At the end of my comment, I ask a very serious question that I needed an answer for. How did you get your crew or actors together? And then his replies, especially, and this can come from big YouTubers, this can come from small YouTubers, this can come from celebrities. Mainly it's just being genuine, caring about what they're making, and not being too pushy with about yourself. Everyone likes to talk about themselves, so talk about them. That they'll notice you. Another really good technique is ask for a favor, ask a question, something that you really, really want to know, and that'll get you noticed, it'll get you interacting, and try and start a conversation rather than just leave a comment. So as you can see, he replies, I reply, and then he replies. Perfect example of, I don't know if this guy subscribed to me, but this is how you want to get noticed and get those initial subscribers, those super fans. I want to go from 21 subscribers to the first 1,000 subscribers. First, I need to hit 100 subscribers, right? And I'm giving myself small time limits, small windows that I'm really trying to push and get to the next field, the next goal. Do the smallest pieces that make the most impact, right? The name of your YouTube channel, the content on your YouTube channel, the branding, what every single video looks like will always help. I hope some of these tips helped you and kind of think about things a little bit better. Set goals for yourself. So set measurable goals that you know when it is actually achieved. You want real interactions with people. That's what you want to be banking on. You want the real viewers behind you. So if you have any questions about something that maybe I didn't cover in this video, about my process and getting that first initial 100 subscribers, what are some of your favorite filmmaking YouTubers or creators? They don't actually have to stay on YouTube. They can be on Instagram or somewhere else, but please let me know. I'm going to be compiling a big playlist of filmmaking resources that I want to share with you guys and what I used to really learn filmmaking when I was getting started. My favorite channel of all time for filmmaking is Film Riot. Those guys are awesome. I've been watching them since I was a freshman in high school, which I think at the time they only had about 20 videos out. So I went through their catalog very quickly. That was when they were still with Revision 3. This was awesome. I'm gonna keep it going as long as I can. Please like, subscribe, get involved. If you wanna make something with me, let's do it. Till next time.